Right backs are the worst players on the pitch. A theory. Oh yeah, by the way, I say theory because just as it is in life, there are no eternal facts as there are no absolute truths in football. So this actually isn't originally my theory. It's from Gianluca Vialli, who was a former professional footballer and manager and now is a pundit for Sky Italia. He noticed that the right back was always the worst player on the team. If he showed defensive ability and was of average height or above, he would be moved to center back. If he was good on the ball, he would be moved to midfield. Attacking ability, he'd be moved to a winger. There's a theory of why just right backs and not left backs, but it's speculative, and for the sake of simplicity, I'm just gonna generalize it to fullbacks. So basically, fullbacks are failed wingers, failed center midfielders, or either failed or undersized center backs. Before the flying fullback revolution, fullbacks were mainly just converted from centre back, especially in the era of the 4-4-2, where the classic wingers would do what the fullbacks do now. Fullbacks in the modern era are basically classic wingers. But since the flying fullback revolution, it seems like every fullback is a converted winger. Almost all of them are converted wingers. The better the attackers they are, the more likely they were a winger in a former life. It's to a point where an average winger with an average attacking ability would make a better fullback than someone who's played fullback their whole lives. I'm gonna go ahead and say any winger would make a better fullback than they would do a winger. Let me say that again because it's a bit confusing. If you take a random winger, let's say Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, whose bang average is a winger, convert him to fullback, he would be a top 5 fullback in the world and go from 5 as a player to 10 as a player. Because what is a fullback except a winger that plays a bit further back and works harder? So that begs the question, why don't Barcelona, for example, play Crochet Ousmane Dembele as a fullback? Because by that logic, he would be the best fullback in the world, maybe one of the best ever. And that is a very good question, if I do say so myself. You're a smart guy. Wow. Thank you. I try. The answer to that question is really the same reason you don't put a Ferrari engine in a family Dodge Caravan. It'd be wasted and the costs would outweigh the benefits. If they're already elite attackers, moving them back and making them have to work harder is a waste of their talent. What about defending? I hear you say wingers don't know how to defend. You would be surprised. Wingers are just lazy. They're very entitled and their job is just to help out the fullback. Defending when broken down, especially a fullback, is mostly just work rate. On top of that, positioning, learning triggers, and playing your angles. None of those things are technical. They're all tactical, so they can all easily be taught compared to what you have to do as an attacker. It's like the saying, creating is always harder than destroying, and the other saying, those who are weak at football defend and those who can't play football play goalkeeper. Think about it. And pick up football, the fat kid always goes goalkeeper. Let me caveat that by saying, yes, fullbacks are generally the worst players on the team unless your team happens to be employing a certain Olivier Giroud, but that by no means discounts their importance. Fullbacks are one of the most important players on the team. I think it was Diego Simeone who said that fullbacks are the most important players on the team. I wouldn't go as far as to say that, but you can generally tell how good a team is and how well they do by the quality of their fullbacks.